The KLEDGE-LOK system has been awarded the Most Innovative New Product Award by the Mobile Air Conditioning Society worldwide.
The following procedure will show how to quickly and easily use the KLEDGE-LOK Nylon fuel repair system to attach a quick connector to a nylon fuel line. Remove all 4 pins and any jaws currently loaded from the KLEDGE-LOK tool. Place 2 of the pins in the lowest position with the small spacers installed inside the tool body. With the 2 remaining pins, attach the tubing holder jaw to the left side of the tool and the quick connect pusher to the right side of the tool. Place the nylon tubing into the appropriate size clamshell, with the tubing end to be attached to the quick connector protruding about 1/16 of an inch past flush with the larger smooth bored end of the clamshell. Close the clamshell over the tubing by lining up the pins, making sure that both top and bottom match. Close the clamshell tightly using a pair of pliers if necessary. Place the clamshell into the clamshell holder jaw and tighten the screw as tightly as possible by hand. Remove the clip from the quick connector, placing the appropriately sized quick connect insert and place it in the quick connect body. Open the KLEDGE-LOK tool enough to allow the insert to seat inside the quick connect holder jaw and the tip of the barb of the quick connect to line up with the end of the tubing. Hand tighten the KLEDGE-LOK cross drive screw while assuring that the barb of the quick connect and the tubing are lined up straight and that the tip of the barb is inside the end of the tubing. Using the T-bar, a ratcheting wrench, a box end wrench, or an air battery powered impact wrench, actuate the KLEDGE-LOK screw to push the quick connect barb all the way into the tubing until the end of the tube contacts the ridge at the end of the barb. Carefully open the jaws by reversing the direction of the KLEDGE-LOK screw. Loosen the screw on the clamshell holder and remove the KLEDGE-LOK tool from the completed assembly. Remove the insert from the quick connect. Remove the clamshell by gently twisting the line and the quick connect to force the clamshell open. It may also be necessary to use a flathead screwdriver to gently force the clamshell apart. Place the clip back inside the quick connect and assembly is now complete. For 90-degree quick connectors, the procedure is the same except that instead of the quick connect insert, you will need to use the 90-degree quick connect holder. Temporarily remove the clip from the quick connect if possible. Place the quick connect into the holder with the face of the connector against the rubber pad and the elbow of the quick connect snugly against the elbow holder. Tighten the screw to hand tightness, making sure the quick connect is square inside the holder. Place the entire assembly into the quick connect holder jaw and proceed through the steps as described earlier to assemble the finished line. For splicing nylon fuel hose together, you'll need a slightly different setup of the KLEDGE-LOK tool. You'll need a standard 3/8 KLEDGE-LOK jaw and the appropriate KLEDGE-LOK nylon fuel line splice fitting. Set the clamshell holder jaw into the tool. Place the second pin in the middle position with no washer. On the other side, install a standard 3/8 KLEDGE-LOK jaw with the second pin in the bottom position along with a small washer. Place the nylon tubing into the clamshell. Place the clamshell into the clamshell holder jaw and tighten until secure. Place the appropriate KLEDGE-LOK splice fitting into the 3/8 KLEDGE-LOK jaw. Line up the nylon tubing with the barb of the fitting and hand tighten to get the connection started. Using the T-bar, a ratcheting wrench, a box end wrench, or an air battery powered impact wrench, actuate the KLEDGE-LOK screw to push the splice barb all the way into the tubing till the end of the tube contacts the ridge at the end of the barb. Open the jaws slightly, just enough to relieve pressure by reversing the direction of the KLEDGE-LOK screw. Remember that the splice fitting is held in place by the jaws and is now attached to the nylon tubing. Loosen the screw on the clamshell holder jaw and remove the KLEDGE-LOK tool from the completed assembly. Remove the clamshell by gently twisting the line and splice fitting to force the clamshell open. It may also be necessary to use a flathead screwdriver to gently force the clamshell apart. Repeat these steps for the other side of the connection to complete the splice.